Knock, knock. It's the best wrestling you're gonna get on a Monday night, live every week. This is Mammoth Monday from Bad Elephant Wrestling, and welcome once again. I am your host, your co-host, your co-general manager of Bad Elephant Wrestling. And I'm Tom, and I'm joined as always by 21st Century Fool. What is up?
Good evening, Tom. Happy Monday.
I was gonna
This
say,
is the happiest part of Monday
hell,
for me.
hell.
Already have people excited in the chat.
20th Century Cool. Yes, he is much cooler than Metroid Mike, who I'm going to allow to be in the chat tonight. And yeah, we've got an exciting night of action. This is the fallout from Bad Elephant Wrestling Stampede. And of course, I should introduce myself again. Not only am I your co-host, I am your new digital heavyweight champion. 21st Century Fool, how's it feel to co-host with a champion?
Great.
Well, while you get more emotional, I can tell you're saving it all. Why don't you tell us about our first contester tonight?
Our first match tonight, we have Noodle, the longest Bad Elephant Wrestling champion, now a former champion, trying to climb his way back up the ladder, taking on the one and only Coke Man. And as we get ready for those entrances, I just want to thank JB for those nice words, and also hope that you had a fantastic birthday.
Absolutely happy, again, belated birthday to JB, even though I got it on the day. But hope you had a great weekend. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Thunder Bandit in the chat, Jake, Fish Knight, Metroid Mike, what up, one and all. And
good to
let's
see
get
the
ready.
champion in the chat and excited, even if you're not on the card tonight.
Noodle, whatever you do, don't inhale that Coke, man, says Thunder Bandit. A nice public service announcement. Thunder Bandit, being the champion, they're a role model. So they're, trying to look out for the safety of others. I like that. You're a real role model, a real champion, Thunder Bandit. Not like some other people on this. So 21st Century Fool, how do you feel the results of Stampede are going to ripple across the Bad Elephant Wrestling universe? Give me your thoughts. Give me your kind of... Have you marinated in Stampede since we last were on the air?
Much like marinating in Coke, I tried not to do those things. But yeah, I feel like there was a lot that happened during Stampede, and I feel like if things did not ripple from there, that would be pretty impossible. So, I think the aftershocks of the Stampede will be felt far and wide and may even come into play this evening.
Absolutely. We have a brand new women's world champion, with producer Becca becoming the first ever 4-time women's champion. We have a brand new sparkling ice champion for the first time in a long time. It is not held by Josh. We have Fish Knight in the chat, with that belt. And Thunder Bandit completed his best of 3 series against Chris. It was a well-fought little friendly rivalry, but now who could Thunder Bandit possibly face next? Who's gunning for the champ, 21st Century Fool? I want to know.
I mean, it could be Coke Man.
If Coke Man wins this match, yeah,
in his shining glory, because he is quite shiny, as Metroid Mike has pointed out.
Oh, here we go. Nice famouser right out the get-go from Noodle.
And that's it. And the match is over.
Is Noodle a fan of Pepsi with the amount of work he's putting in right here?
I really hope not. I would hate to stop rooting for him.
Fish Knight, well said. As Lion King, if Lion King has taught us anything, it's that a stampede is only the end of the first act. Very, very good. Wait, is that a gimp suit? I will neither confirm nor deny, Jake. Thunder Bandit confirming that Bad Elephant Wrestling provides the most erect nips of any other stream on Twitch. And look at the athleticism from Noodle. What do you think about Noodle's conditioning, Noodle's cardio, 21st Century Fool? You've observed his career for a long time. You've faced him. What do you think?
I feel like that has never been a question with Noodle. And I think that might be it. Chalk it up. You don't need cardio when you can end a match that quickly, Tom.
Well, Noodle making a case that maybe they deserve a title match next week. I don't know. but they're not playing around, and I believe they remain undefeated, for at least since the 2K24 season began. What's the fastest match we've ever had in BEW 21st Century?
It's an excellent question. That one is definitely in the running. No, I think it was Thunder Bandit, wasn't it? It was
Possibly.
Thunder Bandit versus Starman, at least from 2K24. It absolutely was, because I think it was quite literally like 40 seconds, and that match was over.
Interesting. Well, Thunder Bandit holds the record. Thunder Bandit holds the world title. So we're going to see how his reign continues to evolve and grow. Well, we move on to the tag team division right now. And give me your thoughts on the pairing we're about to watch wrestle now, 21st Century Fool. What do you think about the newest tag team on the roster? I'm, of course, talking about Eggendorf, who are going to be taking on the Bad Dudes.
I mean, yeah, Tom, you were taking my lead-in right out of my mouth. I was about to say it's basically a battle of the two newest tag teams to Bad Elephant Wrestling.
True, absolutely.
It's the Bad Dudes, who were the newest team until Eggman and Ganondorf decided to team up and see if they could rule the world. So, yeah, this is going to be a really interesting match to see which new up-and-coming team can take the win tonight and start, climbing the ladder, possibly for a tag team ladder match.
We have to ask a question. Do Thunder Bandit's Nips deserve to be a tag team on the roster? You know what I mean? Like, can the two of them go toe-to-toe with anyone in this division? Because it sounds like they are a pair to be reckoned with, from what I'm hearing.
I'm not building that creative wrestler.
I think it's your turn.
I refuse to build those wrestlers.
Left nip versus right nip. Thunder Bandit, send 21st Century Fool pictures, and he can start working.
I hate this job sometimes.
Nonsense. You're a co-GM on Bad Elephant Wrestling. You have all the power. Isn't it satisfying? Does that satisfy you?
Super great.
You get to walk to the ring every night with me, your digital heavyweight champion. I mean, the board. What other group would you want to be a part of on this roster other than the board?
That's fair. I'm now thinking about the newest faction that may be coming if JB has his way, which is Nip Squad.
Speaking of Nips,
Nip Squad or Riot.
Jabo with his legendarily damaged nip, but he doesn't care. He's here to dish out pain every single week. And of course, he'll be coming out next against Eggendorf. Left and right nip versus left and right Twix. There's a match.
I was gonna say we don't have a Twix man in this roster. We do have a really Coke and a Pepsi man.
We gotta let them help us book shit because man. Cowboy, welcome to the show. And Josh, I see you in the chat. What is up? Jayua, glad to see you. JB dropping a Josh emoji at a very good time as Josh gets ready to join us. So, Eggendorf, do you think they got a shot? 21st Century Fool? You think we recently saw the Mario Brothers get to the top of the tag division and then just crumble? Alphabet Superstars laid them to waste. Can Eggendorf do what the Mario Brothers could not?
I feel like if Eggendorf is going to have any chance, either in this match or against the Taco Bell tag team champions.
Absolutely.
They're going to have to take a page out of the champions book because the Mario Brothers were on a tear and they weren't terrible in that match, but
thank you so much, my podcasting spouse. Thank you. Always appreciate the support from you and everybody else. Metroid Mike, Cowboy, JB, Jake, the Thunder Bandit, Fish Knight, Josh. We love you all. Sorry, 21st Century Fool. Keep going. I just had to share that love.
And no, the top thing about the Alphabet Superstars, which there are many things I could talk about, what make them a great tag team and great champions, but their teamwork is their S-tier teamwork. And that, I think, is going to be something that is difficult for two villains to understand and implement.
Oh, interesting. You think they could potentially clash heads, you know?
I mean, when both of you are the main villain, I feel like it's hard to work together. I don't know. I don't think there has been a Zelda-Sonic crossover anywhere in the history of, well, maybe on the internet, but not in a game and or movie per se.
Well,
so I feel like until then...
Well, I'll tell you right, we are not searching the internet for any Zelda and Sonic crossovers.
No.
But did you see
No.
J-Bo, the way he picked up Ganondorf and just tossed him like a small child?
That's what J-Bo does best.
Too many what in the kitchen, cowboy? That's a word that I don't think it's safe for me to say on stream. Got to be careful with that name. Gilg's accidentally hitting J-Bo with the trash can.
So remember when I was talking about teamwork? Maybe you don't even need teamwork. Maybe you just don't need to absolutely brain your partner with a trash can.
Oh, and look at this, gouging J-Bo's eyes, taking him to the floor.
I think it's an iron claw. I think somebody's been watching a movie recently.
Never mind, cowboy. I'm making a timely reference. As timely as Ganondorf getting his ass reversed by Gilgs and a nice forearm to the mouth. Metroid, I just got the phone with Richie Ramone. Who the fuck is Richie Ramone? 21st Century Fool. You know who that is?
Is that the brother of Joey Ramone?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Like, are you talking about a Ramone sibling? And, the two big men, J-Bo and Ganondorf, going to work on their respective opponents. Ganondorf possibly taking Gilgs into the ring finally. Gilgs in danger of getting pinned. Meanwhile, J-Bo and Eggman. And a sledgehammer to the back of J-Bo.
So, apparently, with a quick Google search, the answer is yes.
Metroid Mike, please detail. Ganondorf going up top.
Up top. Both bad dudes outside. Oh!
Vicious
shoulder block. I wouldn't want to take that just normally. I definitely don't want to take it from the top rope.
Here we go, J-Bo. Finally getting an offensive maneuver in on the King of Thieves. And J-Bo picked up the sledgehammer. Maybe it's time for some retribution, baby. No, he put it down. He doesn't want to.
Bruce Campbell's in this?
I don't know that reference. Anyway, J-Bo grabbing Ganondorf and making some decisions. Too long. Ganondorf finally gets out. I'm waiting to find out Metroid Mike's Ramone story because I need this for you. I want this for you. Please tell me more details. Richie Ramone, that's what he said. And Ganondorf getting cut off at the knees.
That's what happens when you're not paying attention.
And Eggendorf,
you get hit with a sledgehammer.
Seemed like we were making progress somewhere. Jake saying
Eggendorf
sounds like an English breakfast. If only we could have tie-in food for
that'd be great. Look out here though.
Here we go.
Fall away slam. I thought he was going the other way.
He could have put J-Bo through the table right there.
I was gonna say, I feel like we have yet to see somebody go through an announce table.
Tonight could be the night.
I was gonna say, are we still 0 for the century on announce tables?
But think of how satisfying it'll be once it does happen. You know what I mean? Like, just once that wait is finally over. And a
big boot.
Gilks turned inside out.
Oh, the boot from Eggman, that'll scramble your brains for sure. And there's that iron claw again. There's that movie tie-in.
But it has to happen inside the ring with extreme rules. No counts on the outside. Gilgs thrown back in by Eggman. Metroid Mike, my friend is this English short film, and Richie is a part of it. Told him I'm a big fan. He told him to call me. That's awesome. That is awesome. Let me tell you.
But look out here. Oh!
Yes, that's
I have never
true.
seen that. He took Gilgs off of his feet by slamming him face first into the garbage can.
I actually love that. I actually love the amount of violence we're seeing. This is what you can get here at BEW. Uncensored raw sledgehammer shots, raw dogging into Eggman. This is the best wrestling on the thing. Am I right, 21st Century Fool?
You are absolutely correct.
And Fishlight has a point. I would love it if Metroid Mike could get some work from the Ramones and then not be on my roster anymore. The less I have to see him, the better. Am I right, 21st Century Fool?
I mean, I think it's just great that you got a call from him, and I don't know where it's going either, but I agree with holy shit. 1,000%. Oh.
I'm a little worried for the bad dudes here. Eggendorf seems to firmly have an advantage, and even though
it is, it's not going their way right now, but Eggman is definitely limping. So
he's about to turn into a TLC match. We're one ingredient away, and there's the claw again.
Ooh. Here's the cover. No.
Kicking out.
Jabo kicking out. Gilgs on the outside as Ganondorf stalks around. Oh, look out here.
Oh.
That's a big power bomb.
This could be it.
Ooh.
1, 2. Oh.
He kicked out again.
The resiliency of GameCorp as Metroid Mike is about to become the only drummer of the Ramones 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, look at this. Standing vertical suplex from the King of Thieves to Gilgs. Showing off the power and bringing him down.
That is not going to feel good anytime, but especially on those thin mats on the outside. And, oh, now just deadlifting Gilgs up into a power bomb. Wow.
And there we have it. We have a table. We have a ladder. We have a chair.
That's it. The match can now end.
And Eggendorf bringing their prey into the ring at the same time. And, oh, wow, both of them right in the center of the ring. You hate to see it.
Yeah, this is not looking good here.
You know, I figured this would be like a hazing you said about tag teams. Spin out, power bomb. I thought
did out
the
power
bad
bomb
dudes Jabo at the last second. Again,
that
furious.
Was insane.
What a save.
That was 2.99999.
I'm pretty sure that match was over.
Oh no, that match was absolutely over. I mean, Gilgs was not getting up from that. That was the save of the night.
Those knee shots from Ganondorf, he's just being a dick at this point.
I feel like you've got to go for the pin here. I don't know what you're doing. You had Jabo on the outside.
Now they're just being mean about it. And Jabo jumping in, using his energy from Otherworld, doing his best.
Here, this is what I'm talking about, Tom. You got to see, and a reversal. But I was going to say, oh, God. I was going to say, you got to see Jabo make the save, and then Ganondorf left Eggman in the ring, and it almost got really bad.
Big power slam from Ganondorf. Now Eggman stalking Gilgs. Jabo dazed on the outside. Oh, Ganondorf interrupted Eggman's finisher. All right, we talked about clashing ideologies from the villains here.
I'm telling you, you've got to be able to work as a team. It's in the name of the division you're in.
What's Jabo doing with the stairs? He's taking the long way around.
He's sneaking up on Ganondorf. There is so much debris in the ring. I feel like I'm in the movie Twister.
Twister's coming to theaters this Friday.
Coming to the ring this Monday.
Oh. Jabo off the turnbuckle. Stiff fist from Ganondorf. Going to the outside. Interesting maneuver. I think he really wants that trash can that Gilgs has. Now Jabo.
Either that or he really just wants Gilgs. Ganondorf has sort of been targeting Gilgs all night, but again, fighting out of it, and now Jabo over to help out his tag team partner.
Gilgs bloody, beaten, throwing Eggman into the ring, maybe liking his opponent scrambled. I don't know. Oh, and a nice punch.
Scrambled is right. That'll crack your shell and a couple teeth.
Indeed.
Oh, and now a sledgehammer.
Metroid Mike confirming they filmed twisters around his area using natural twisters because Metroid Mike lives in the birthplace of tornadoes. And the bad dudes, oh man, is this it? 1, 2, 3.
And it is. All you need is a little luck, a partner with good timing, and a sledgehammer, Tom.
And think about it. They couldn't get their finishers in, but all they needed to do was just beat the shit out of them with a sledgehammer, and there you go. Your winners, maybe a fresh new dawn for the bad dudes. What do you think?
I mean, they are certainly off on the right track, Tom. That is how you want to kick things off after a PTE.
And as Cowboy saying in the chat, I guess the bad dudes don't play games. I think that's fair. I think it's fair to say. All right. So, moving into the women's division, tell us what contest we are about to see here, 21st Century Fool.
We have got another banger for everyone tonight. It is a triple threat match featuring some top-notch wrestlers of the women's division. We've got Princess Daisy, who up until last week was the only person to beat Melania. We have Toxic Melody and Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart, the first ever... Well, no, the first... So, correct my title lineage. Producer Becca, the first ever NXT 2.0 women's champion, the first women's champion in our history. And then who was her rivalry with? It was with K-Stu. K-Stu is a former women's champion. I believe, is K-Stu the only women's champion in this triple threat match at the moment? Toxic Melody, our favorite perennial underdog, but I don't think they've had their time in the limelight yet.
That might be true. Same with Princess Daisy.
K-Stu washed up. She's going down, says Cowboy. Cowboy. It seems like they got all their money on Kristen Stewart not making out of this match. No pro... So is that saying you're pro Daisy? Daisy gonna come out smelling like a rose. Daisy's cape materializing through her. She's just that incredible.
I mean... Sometimes when you're awesome, physics don't apply.
They just defy you, yeah.
Also,
exactly.
sometimes layers don't apply.
Daisy now warming up. And here we have Academy Award nominee Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart, of course, had a great showing in our first ever Queen of the Ring tournament. Made it all the way to the finals against producer Becca. Really gave Becca a run for their money. Almost became the #1 contender to Melania in their own right. Fish Knight in the chat saying, never underestimate K-Stu. Too many have made that mistake. 21st Century Fool, what's Kristen Stewart's best movie?
I'll get back to you, Tom.
Long silence from 21st Century Fool on that one. And here we go. Toxic Melody is not in the chat, therefore I have to assume that her character is going to win, right? That's the rule. If Toxic Melody shows up, they lose.
That does appear to be the rule.
I'd be very happy for them if they won. There's people on this roster I want to win matches, and then there's one person on this roster I never want to win a match. I'm not going to say who.
You don't have to be mean to Kristen Stewart like that.
Yeah, it's not her. She's not in the chat because she's in the ring, Godoy. Very good point. Very good point, Cowboy. And look at Daisy. Code Red.
Might not be in the ring for long. An opening like that.
I like how Kristen Stewart kind of called their shot, waited for a bit. Now Toxic Melody has a good bit of control here. Both opponents down. And what we getting here? Alabama slam into the bottom turnbuckle. How is Daisy alive?
Oh, yeah, but you got to watch out for your opponent there. She gets absolutely chop blocked. That'll absolutely tear something in your knee. for sure.
Which way do you think this is going to go? Because again, you have 3 female competitors with an incredible track record. You have the former champ, Kristen Stewart. You have a former Miss Money in the Bank, Toxic Melody. And then you have Daisy, who goes the distance any time she's put to the metal. Of course, the incredible performance in the Women's Elimination Chamber at Unstable. And, no disqualification because it's a triple threat match. So Toxic Melody bringing in a chair.
I think it ends with one of them winning, Tom.
Well, of course. But be brave. Make a pick. Who do you want to win 21st Century Fool?
I mean, I feel like Toxic Melody definitely deserves to win. And if they're not in the chat, then I really hope that the rule remains true. So,
Fish Knight, I honestly enjoy not being on the cards some nights. It can be hard to embody both kayfabe Fish Knight and real-life shitlord Fish Knight in chat. Well, we're happy to have you here all the same. If we could fill the card with all y'all every night, we would, but then you would get injured. It'd be like MyGM mode. Am I right, 21st Century Fool?
Yeah, especially if it's you running the card. Yeah, for sure. Everybody would get in. I mean, people even off the card would somehow get injured.
I would just put everybody in casket matches nonstop. Toxic Melody in the corner. Looks like Daisy's going to leave her there. And go. Uh-oh, here we go. Brutal. Oh. Brutal. Melody introduced the chair, and she is paying for it with 2 stiff shots.
It's Chekhov's chair, so...
Daisy slammed into it. Denied from Kristen Stewart, though. Nice sidewalk slip.
I need to go back and I almost feel... Well, there's way too many chair shots in matches, but I heard... there's sort of an unwritten rule. I'm not sure if it stands completely, but I heard that basically usually for matches that include thumbtacks, the rule is whoever brings the thumbtacks into the ring gets slammed on the thumbtacks.
Well, I've heard that rule with many an item. If you introduce it, you're the one who's going to go through it. I guess the exception to the rule would be the Dudley Boys, who always seem to put their opponents through it. But I remember there's a really iconic chair spot at Royal Rumble 2017 where Kevin Owens set up like a Rube Goldberg nightmare of chairs that the intention was, I'm going to throw Roman Reigns into these. But nope, Kevin went through them.
Can't have Roman go through those. Come on now.
The body armor would protect him.
That's what I'm saying.
Fun fact. You want to read this one, 21st Century Fool?
Yep. When Tom plays MyGM mode, the GM stands for Grievous Maiming. It's pretty damn close, Fish Knight. You are certainly on to something there.
Wikipedia entry. I would love if we had Wikipedia. A little bit ago, Daisy had a very clever escape from Toxic Melody's crossface. And here we go. Melody breaking up that pinfall attempt. Seems like Kristen Stewart might know the end is nigh. Maybe. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Kristen Stewart's legs pressing against the limits of those skinny jeans. Do not let Case
no limits.
I have no control.
They're apparently magical somehow.
I have no control over this. I cannot help. If Kristen Stewart wins, that's what the wrestling gods wanted, is all I can say tonight. And wow, Kristen Stewart trying to make Daisy easier to tap out. Nice.
Right into the pin.
One.
The referee could get into position quicker.
Yeah, Stewart had a lot of time there to kick out. 1, 2, 3. The toxic plunge. And Stewart hanging out in the corner. Splash. Oh! How do you think that feels, 21st Century?
I think being hit in the head with a chair is never good, especially when it's thrown at you.
Kick out. She looks like Katy Perry playing somebody's on. Hey, no. We don't need to bring Katy Perry into this. There's been enough cringe from her this weekend. Thank you. If 21st Century Fool, if you're unaware of her new song, great. please keep enjoying your life. Don't ask.
Okay, then.
Nice Starship Pain there from Toxic Melody. Uh-oh, but here we go.
This is what happens in triple threat matches. You can bide your time and steal a win.
Yeah, I think Daisy was done. I think this. Oh, all right. Maybe this is it. 1, 2. Toxic Melody saving the match.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna do that, you've got to do it immediately after throwing your other opponent out of the ring. You don't want to give them time to get back up and come in for the save. Ooh!
Self rock bottom there, Toxic Melody, and then a big lariat. All right, 2 pinning opportunities. What do you think? 1, 2. Oh, never mind.
Pick the wrong opponent to pin.
What is it, Cowboy? Kristen Stewart basically wrote this like power anthem that sounds like
Katy Perry.
What did I say? Kristen Stewart. Yeah, Katy Perry released a power anthem that just sounds like it came from 2013 and was decided and like was like too on the nose then. And the music video for it like seemingly contradicts all of the lyrics with its like imagery. It's like, but Katy Perry's like, no, it's satire, and it's like, no, Katy, it's not satire. And here we
look at this, from one submission hold to another.
But again, an escape. Toxic Melody cannot pull that crossface off tonight, can she?
They will keep trying, though.
On another chair, Daisy deciding she doesn't even want to use the other one, and throwing it at Case Stu, yeeting it right into the back of the Oscar nominee, and Daisy escaping the toxic plunge. Sling blade, drop kick.
Princess Daisy pulling out all the stops, trying to get back in this match.
Including a nice gut check, mule kick. Standing shooting star. Oh no. 1, 2.
Could be it. No, 2.
A 2 point what? 21st Century Fool?
9-9.
So who's had it this time? Daisy's had it, and then what was the other super duper near fall?
What's that?
Wow.
Is that her move, or did she steal that from Melania?
I don't know. All I know is these women are in a precarious position. Oh, I would have pinned Melody right here. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what is going through Kristen Stewart's head here.
Time management is not her greatest soft skill. Here we go. Maybe we're going to see another.
And you're going to get an Alabama slam for your trouble.
Daisy
Toxic
on
Melody.
The outside. Oh.
Now's your chance.
Here we go.
That's not it.
Deciding she needs a different weapon, even though there are 3 steel chairs, and didn't even get to use it. I was thinking of asking Toxic Melody to join the board, but I don't know. With an embarrassing little slip up like that, I don't know. Do you think they deserve to be on the board?
Do any of us really deserve to be on the board?
Well, of course, you and Spider-Cat are the finest there is in Bad Elephant Wrestling. And that's why, of course, we're all together, because we steer this ship, and only the finest can come into the captain's quarters.
I really hope that Toxic Melody can pull this win off then and prove some things to you.
There it is again, stealing Melania's finisher. And then just pinning right in front of K-Stu. 21st Century Fool, tell me how much you love being on the board.
I love it so much, Tom. It's my favorite place to be at Bad Elephant Wrestling.
Absolutely. A winner's circle if there ever was one. And now, K-Stu, maybe this is it. No, Toxic Melody kip up.
From out of nowhere.
Here we go, Snake
Eyes. Oh, look out! Blindsided from a chair.
Rival Gaming, hey, what's up? Welcome to the best wrestling you can watch on a Monday night. Welcome to BEW. How's it going? Thank you for the follow. Daisy, swing and a miss, 2 swings and a misses, but finally beating Toxic Melody in the face.
That third one most certainly connects.
Kristen Stewart tied up, tying her up in the ropes. What are we going to see here? Irish whip.
Nice reversal from Kristen Stewart.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
And a nice drop kick and a kip up. Toxic Melody back in the ring. Up.
Wheelbarrow DDT on the chair.
Standing shooting star.
Shooting
press.
star. Now's your chance.
I think this is it. I think this is finally it. One, two,
two, three.
Daisy.
Princess Daisy.
Daisy pulling out the win over the perennial underdog Toxic Melody. I guess the chat streak is broken. Toxic Melody was both not here and they didn't win. What do you think about that matchup, 21st Century Fool?
I mean, that was fantastic, and apparently Gnome Church now has a favorite wrestler, a new favorite wrestler, and it is Princess Daisy. Like I said, we saw her. She was the only wrestler in the women's division to beat Melania up until the PTE Stampede last week. So I think if there's a number one contender for the title, I think we are just looking at them, Tom.
We could see Daisy climb to the top of the women's division. We will have to find out. But interesting little note I want to drop here. Let's go backstage. I think our camera crew has caught something. Look at this.
Booing Metroid Mike. Oh, speaking of Metroid Mike.
Metroid Mike, look at him. All right, we got Metroid Mike sulking around backstage, talking to his Game Corp companion, Jake. And what do you think they're talking about, 21st Century Fool?
Well, it could be he was quite upset just a second ago, I'm assuming, about Toxic Melody losing that triple threat match. But if I was going to put money on it, I would probably say, Tom, that it was the gauntlet match that you stuck him in where he had to face 5 different wrestlers in a row. And he wasn't super happy that, let's just be honest, you stacked the deck against him.
Hey.
And he came up short.
Oh, look at him crying. Look, he ran his mouth. He wanted to be the man. He wanted to be number one. I gave him a chance, and he failed. So look, he's complaining, whining, pissing. Getting a little violent there. But I don't care. He's not the digital champion for a reason, because the digital heavyweight champion is yours truly. And speaking of that prestigious title, what's coming up next here, 21st Century Fool? Tell everybody about what I've graciously allowed to happen.
Yes, you've graciously, as you've won the new digital title.
Yes.
Just last week, you have you have created an open challenge for the digital heavyweight title that you have called Anyone But Metroid Mike.
The Anyone
Open
But
Challenge.
Metroid Mike Open Challenge. Yes, anyone on the roster except Metroid Mike, because he already lost it. So we are going to see the first ever defense of the Digital Heavyweight Championship coming up. We're gonna find out who's gonna come out and face me. Can anybody do what Metroid Mike couldn't do? I mean, possibly. I want to give a shout out to everybody who came over in the raid. Thank you so much to Rival Gaming. What up? I'll have to check your channel out. Are you a fellow 2K24 streamer? Be very eager to find out. Wrestling fans among you, how you liking 2K24 if you've been playing it? How you liking the current wrestling scene? Love to get some opinions on WWE, AEW, anything and everything. Let's go down to ringside. Metroid Mike, he's continuing his moaning in the chat even. He's like, oh, I can't be the digital champion. Well, it's like, you ran your mouth. What can I say? And let's see. Oh, of course. Just like I defeated the most overrated member of the roster, Metroid Mike, here we have the most overrated character in gaming history. Nathan Drake wants to challenge me for the Digital Heavyweight Championship. What do you think his chances are, 21st Century Fool? Run it down for me.
Come for the wrestling, stay for the video game hot takes. That's why we're here. It's male Laura Croft, as Cowboy is pointing out. I mean, Tom, we have seen Nathan Drake actually beat Kenny Omega, if I'm not mistaken, in the past. So I feel like you can't really count him out. He does have his own video game series. He also has... you need an exclamation mark there, Tom. He also had a movie. It wasn't super great, but he still had one. So, yeah. He's got a whole lot going for him. And because of that, I would say his chances tonight against the new digital champion such as yourself, unless you stack the deck against him as well, are 50%.
I don't have to stack the deck because the chances of him winning are about to drastic go down. The board is here. Spider-Cat, 21st Century Fool, and of course, your new digital heavyweight champion. About to put Nathan Drake in his place. Super Dark Joker, join our Discord. Come in, talk to us about video games. Come talk to us about wrestling. And if you'd like to join the roster, just hit us up with a message in there. We can get you going. Of course, now it's time for true excellence in the ring. 21st Century Fool, representing the board, myself, your co-GMs, and Spider-Cat, our best friend. Who, you know, he's everybody's best friend, to be honest. But he's got a special spot on the board, in my opinion.
Convicted spelling Spider-Cat from Gnome Church in the chat. Excellent.
Well, we gave him a pardon. That's what we can do here on the board. Spider-Cat's future is nice and clear, in my opinion.
Meowth, that's right. Yep, that is correct.
Tell us who you think is going to win the Digital Heavyweight Championship in the chat. There's a correct answer and a wrong answer, but, you know, let's see what happens.
Introducing the challenger from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in
Nathan Drake.
180 pounds, Nathan Drake.
He abandoned his wife to come here and wrestle, just like he abandons his wife in every single one of his video games.
Weighing in at 235 pounds, the Action Champion.
Is it just Nathan or more wrestlers coming? I mean, there's always somebody joining the Bad Elephant Wrestling roster. Let's be clear here.
Yeah. Oh no, this is a one-on-one match, despite the whole board being there, Cowboy. This is not a 3-on-1 match.
They're here for moral support. I got my boy.
We are contractually obligated to be here for moral support.
You are here willingly, and you told me you were super happy, 21st Century Fool.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I'm super happy to be here. Yes.
You said you loved what happened to Metroid Mike. Tell everybody how much you loved what happened to Metroid Mike, please.
I absolutely loved having to face Metroid Mike and using his own finisher against him to pin him.
Oh, say that last part again, but just
super excited.
Say it again, but tell me how good it felt.
It was so great, so great to use his own finisher to beat him in a gauntlet match, so that you could come in and take the title.
Oh, I loved it. And now I let Nathan Drake get out of that pin right there naturally. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it look too easy.
Springboard Superman punch.
Nathan Drake, of course, he's going to lose this match because he doesn't have a companion character giving him all the answers. Let's go up top here.
That's actually probably true.
This is how you speedrun Uncharted. You get up high, and then you just
another Superman punch. I'm seeing a theme here. Tom, so confident in this, he actually hasn't even bothered to take his jacket off.
I should have this man disqualified, honestly. You know, hey, you and Spider-Cat, you know, you could do something about this kind of behavior. Just saying.
Nathan may also fail this quick time event, Cowboy.
It's highly possible. Irish whip.
Off the ropes. Oh. Oh, all right. Little pop-up knee lift into a kick to the back of the head there as Tom showing off his martial arts prowess. You are a striker after all, are you not, Tom?
Oh, of course.
And that could be enough right here.
2.
Oh, managed to get that quick time event handled at just the last minute.
This is going to be the ultimate statement on Nathan's inability to handle melee combat.
Another massive boot from the digital champion.
And let's
just nonchalantly with the lay across. And that is it. I was about to say, if you're in the chat, let us know who you think is going to win, but that was pretty decisive, Tom.
And of course, I was the first and possibly the best digital heavyweight champion ever. So just give me back that belt. And still, ladies and gentlemen, Metroid Mike in the chat, tell me how you felt about that match. Especially tell me how you felt about the ending. I would really love to hear what you think. 21st Century Fool, what did you think about that match?
You were fantastic as always, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you for stating the facts. Well, As we move on to our main event, we have 4 fantastic competitors coming up, do we not?
I'd like to point out the Cowboy said that match was railroaded just like an Uncharted game.
Oh, well, we can put Uncharted in the past where it belongs. Tell me about the competitors in our upcoming contest. I'm actually really excited to see how tonight's show is going to end. With some fatal 4-way action.
Once again, stealing my lead in, the final banger of the night. I don't know why I'm contractually obligated to keep calling these bangers, but it is going to be a great match.
I mean, this is
we've got a fatal 4-way with former champion Chris, Cowboy, Shy Guy, and everyone's favorite Spider-Cat.
Cowboy on cue saying, "I've never been in a foursome." Well, now you have. Welcome to your main event, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they call them bangers now. Bangers and mash, making mad cash. I've always said that. It's been a catchphrase forever.
Always
King
said that?
Joker, welcome. Welcome to the Discord. And sorry, I cut you off there, 21st Century Fool. What's up?
No, it's better if I don't get that answered, honestly. Tom, how do you think this match is going to go? Who's your pick? Who do you think has a chance of walking out here the winner tonight?
I don't know. We have Chris coming down to the ring, a former Bad Elephant Wrestling champion, a two-time overall champion, quite an accomplished athlete in his own right. He finished his best of 3 series with Thunder Bandit. Very sportsmanlike, very well executed, and I enjoyed it. But maybe he's on to new horizons now. We've got to see what's in store for him. What about you, 21st Century Fool? What do you think of the future of Chris here in Bad Elephant Wrestling?
I mean, I think despite losing 2 out of 3 falls, I think Chris's future is about as bright as his wrestling attire is always. You can never count him out. He has won so many different matches. He won the first ever Bad Elephant Wrestling ladder match. Anytime he's in the ring, 2 things are for certain. He has a chance to win it, and it is going to be an incredible match because Chris puts on a show.
Well, speaking of a master of presentation, on a steel horse he rides, here comes Cowboy, everybody. Chris is Serge Cola personified. I mean, he is full of energy, I will tell you that. Cowboy riding down to the ring without his Game Corp compatriots, ready to show, I think, why he is just as capable of being a single star. What do you think, 21st Century Fool?
Someone else who usually brings it to the ring, probably in one of those saddlebags, Tom. A former tag team champion. Who's to say he couldn't get some singles gold around that waist to go with the chaps?
Actually, that's quite interesting. Cowboy and I believe Jake are the 2 members of Game Corp who have yet to earn singles gold. Maybe that's their resolution for the rest of the year. We've got a brand new title, we've got the Sparkling Ice title, and then of course we have the World Championship. So lots of opportunities for our very diverse, very well assembled roster here, 21st Century Fool. And just when you thought he was
very diverse,
just when you thought he went home for the night, here he is, my best friend and yours. It's Spider-Cat, baby. Whip, whip. Cowboy about to give us the Magic Mike treatments.
And then we just cut away. Just missed that moment entirely.
Cowboy
we're the worst.
Cowboy XXL, am I right? Cowboy saying I don't need no belt except the one that holds up my dungarees. Funnily enough, don't forget, 21st Century Rule, Spider-Cat is a former world champion. He beat Josh for the Twitch Championship last year. Held it for a bit before losing it to the Mountain of Muscle Harnage, if you recall.
Oh, how could I forget?
And, Fish Knight calling out in the chat says the Sparkling Ice title is going nowhere.
Weighing in at 228
Important question in the chat. Who would win in a prison fight? Prison Mike or Magic Mike? I'm here in Prison Mike with some Magic Mike. I think I think Prison Mike. No, I think Magic Mike has more cardio than Prison Mike. That's my pick. Magic Mike. What about you, 21st Century
That's. I'll let the chat weigh in on this one.
Dimensional Darkrai said some. I don't know what that reference is, but got it. Shy Guy looks like the dude at the gas station who's really into ICP. What's that soda called, 21st Century Fool?
Is that Fago?
He's buying a lot of Fago.
I was gonna say we're talking about Surge here, talking about Chris. Now we're talking about Fago soda.
I don't like how he's showing a little hip. This Shy Guy's sexy, you know?
I think we should be happy that that's all he's showing.
So Spider-Cat and Chris immediately going toe-to-toe, and Cowboy just, he liked that hip on Shy Guy, so he's attacking him, and he pays for it. Oh, wow, Spider-Cat taking out everybody. Wait, is Fago not like a coast-to-coast soda? I thought it was.
Chris looking to wrap this up early.
Kick out, thanks to Cowboy.
He caught like a tornado DDT there right off the bat, and that was almost it. Cowboy making him pay for trying to shorten this match.
Now back
Apparently these wrestlers are paid by the hour. Oh, BFD.
Spider-Cat now going after Cowboy.
Spider-Cat with some shades of LA Knight.
Spider-Cat's been training in, the personal gym of the board. He has full access to our facilities, so it's no surprise.
Jawbreaker and then a kendo stick to the back of the head.
Oh my God! Shy Guy took out the referee.
The Superman punch missing Chris and catching the referee. And
nice.
Wheelbarrow DDT. Chris throwing out all the DDTs in the ring.
Chris reminding everyone why he is the last man besides Thunder Bandit to hold the world title. And, Spider-Cat tried using a chair and seems to be paying for it.
Chris trying to use those ropes for a springboard again. Caught that boss man's lariat, I think.
And Cowboy, his win denied by Shy Guy.
Man, story of my life right there.
He's taking out the precious ankles of Spider-Cat. If Chris compromises his ankles, what's Spider-Cat gonna do? All right, Shy Guy freedom. How's he always gonna land on his feet? 21st Century Fool.
Shy Guy, one of the newest members to the roster.
Yep,
Cowboy in with a kendo stick. It's Spider-Cat says, "Thank you very much. I'll take that."
Cowboy and Chris, don't forget, they've been here since day one. Last year, early 2023, when we launched in 2K23, Cowboy and Chris were among the standout members of our roster, and they remain so. But Spider-Cat, in his own right, a world champion. Shy Guy, maybe a future world champ. What do you think, 21st Century Fool?
I think he's going to have to come out of his shell a little bit more, and I'm not talking about showing off the hips.
So you want to see more, you want to see him in assless chaps is what you're saying.
I mean, he could borrow them from Cowboy. That's not where I was going, but, hey. If that would, help him out in a match, who am I to say no? I've seen much weirder wrestling attire. Maybe that's a question for chat and for you, Tom. What's the oddest attire you've seen for a wrestler?
I mean, probably Bastion Booger. Like, very unflattering, very just awkward to see.
That was the, gray, the silver duct tape, basically, right?
Look, he was a rotund man who was put into a very tight, very ill-fitting, as you said, almost like duct tape singlet, where multiple parts of his torso were muffin topping around the straps. It was just very unflattering. So
now, I heard that was because he ticked off people in the back.
Oh, I could see it. Yeah.
And so they basically made him do that gimmick and wear that outfit.
Well, it very much looks like a punishment, so that's my pick. What about you, 21st Century Fool? And any other
I'm trying to think
fans?
something that wasn't a punishment. I know there was one where it was trying to remember. Oh!
Feast Your Eyes from Shy Guy and Chris breaking it down.
It was The Undertaker in snakeskin pants.
Oh, yes, with his big, long trench coat, of course. It's an iconically bad look.
Yes. But that one was because I think he had lost his gear. And those pants are actually from his very good friend, the Godfather.
Delightful. I love stories where wrestlers have to borrow gear. All right, let me see here.
We're happy to have you, Super Dark Joker. We'll definitely be talking more about that.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Let's talk about this right here. Figure 4 in the middle of the ring.
Is Shy Guy gonna tap? Chris and Cowboy didn't seem very concerned. They weren't, they were like not rushing to break up the fall.
They were too busy fighting each other as they feel like they are the two main competitors, I'm sure, in this match.
Oh, for sure. Shy Guy looks like the kind of guy outside 7-Eleven picking up half-smoked cigarettes from the ashtray. Yeah, he's got a look about him, but that's just because he's an introvert, He's a shy guy.
Oh, here we go again.
Could Spider-Cat win off the kendo stick? 2, 3.
He can!
Wow. Look at that. Chris and Cowboy got too busy fighting each other. They took their eyes off the prize. And
once again, when you underestimate Spider-Cat, they pull out a victory.
I'm so proud. So proud of our best friend and yours. And look, going out to celebrate with the fans, as he should. Spider-Cat, baby. 21st Century Fool, how proud are you? How proud are you of our boy?
I have always been proud of Spider-Cat.
Of course. Star member of the board, asserting our dominance as the night comes to a close. 21st Century Fool, what do you think about tonight's show?
Do I have to use the word banger?
After banger, after banger.
No, it was a great show, Tom. We did have some really great matches.
Oh.
Some surprising action, some surprising victories towards the end there. I'm curious to see what all that was with Metroid Mike and
can
Jake.
you read the chat real quick? It seems like we have some dissension. Speaking of Metroid Mike, look what's going on here. You want to read that out for us?
Well, I guess I am going to have my question answered live on stream. GameCorp can't keep doing this. Why is it I have to keep getting us titles and winning matches? So here I thought it was actually Metroid Mike angry about the gauntlet, which, I mean, could still be a thing, but it sounds like he's actually, and I don't know how this is possible, more angry at GameCorp than he is at you. I didn't think anybody could be more angry at somebody than at you.
Well, and now we have Cowboy. Look at the Golden Boy getting a few lucky matches. He thinks he's the star of GameCorp. Oh, I love the delicious drama. Yes, fight. Well, we're going to have to see where this goes. We're going to keep our cameras rolling on all of our superstars all the time. You may see more backstage action coming to you next week, but 21st Century Fool, why don't we say goodnight and then wrap up? We're going to replay our brand new open in case you weren't here for the top of the show. 21st Century Fool, anybody you'd like to say goodnight to?
Oh, boy, so many people to thank. Our newest follower, Super Dark Joker, great to have you here. I will happily thank Metroid Mike for being here. I will thank Gnome Church. Welcome to GameCorp. I'd really like to thank Rival Gaming for the raid earlier.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Fish Knight, JB, who was here, Dimensional Dark Cry, Josh, who was lurking, I believe. Who am I missing?
We love the looky lurkers. Yeah, thank you to everybody, all of the GameCorp boys for being here. And thank you, 21st Century Fool, for helping make the board as excellent as it is. I don't think anyone's going to stop us. We're just going to keep making this the most excellent wrestling you can watch on a Monday night. No Metroid Mike, bit of a change of scheduling, but stay tuned. We do have more plans developing. But until next time, I've been Tom.
First Century Fool.
And we will see you in the future. Enjoy the replay of our new open and have a good night, everybody.